What's happening? What's happening? I hope everybody's having a beautiful Saturday morning. I call myself being young, hooping with some youngsters, and the body's letting me know cut that out, my boy. But I'll listen when I listen. All right, let me set everything up real quick, y'all. Ugh. Set this up. All right. I'm working with a different tripod today, so we'll see how that works because the other one somewhere in the car. Look. So, the topic of discussion is what is love and what does it entail? Let's go ahead and put the poll up. The question is going to be, do people pay for love? I'm going to start the poll like that. So, I woke up with this on my brain, and I guess like it's more or less like a question, like do people pay for love? You know what I'm saying? Hold on real quick. Gotta recycle. You gotta recycle. Hold on, man. I think the poll thing is a little weird. Let me end the poll and start it over. Okay, let me see. Dude. All right, y'all. There we go. So, do people pay for love? So, what does being in love entail? Because sometimes we look and we try to analyze things that you don't have to, and I believe a lot of people believe that if you're in love, you have to buy the other person you with everything they want. That's part of the like when Valentine's come, they feel like they're entitled to gifts. When if I'm gifting you all year round, right? Do I have to gift you on one specific day? Do a lot of people understand what the definition of love is? What if you're with somebody and they can't afford? Who wins 15 tall buck jacket black guy versus one deaf blonde girl? My height, tall. That's it, tall. Yeah, we not gonna be disrespectful so early. So yeah, that's too early. It's too early. I need one of my mods in here to take care of this. It's too early to be trolling this early. So let me ask you, like, do many people pay for love? Like, when I say pay for love, I mean like you gotta feel like you gotta buy the person you with everything so they stay happy with you, I guess. And if you're doing that, are you paying for love or are you what's up, big dog? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I'm not even paying attention to that dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even worried about it. Um, let me just yeah, we'll just do that person like that. It's too early for nonsense, y'all. It says no, I don't need love. I got Zaza. Coolin', that's what's up, family. That's what's up, man. You got me doing them burpees, man. My whole body hurting right now. You hurt? But the reason why I'm asking y'all this is because I know for a fact that more people are in will love somebody that's locked up versus loving somebody that they talk to and see every single day. Like that's real. actual factuals. Like I've seen that. Like the loyalty to a person in prison versus the loyalty to a person outside in the real world, or the free as they call it, is a different thing. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna pay off. This is my first day doing it yesterday, brother. I appreciate you though. So there's a different type of payoff for love though. Like if you're loyal to me during my toughest time, I'm gonna be loyal to you during your toughest time. You know what I'm saying? It's a different type of payoff. Um, I feel like when we start to expect the unexpected, were you in prison? Hell no, no. Shout out to my people in prison who trying to change their life. But I went to county, and that was good enough for me. I did a 7 month stay in county, and let me explain something to you. Some people told me going to prison would have been a better thing, but nah, I was only 19 years old. I ain't nah, hell no. Nah. So I'm good on anybody being locked up. I wish everybody freedom. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to prison. Sorry. No. And I think that and if any of y'all been there, we all pay for love either by hard work. Do we, Josh? Do we? Is, is it? I'm not. I'm talking like. But do you have to? Do you have to pay for love with money? Name a card. You've been to prison. Okay, so let me ask you something. As a person who's been to prison, right? Was your woman more loyal to you when you were locked up, or was she more? Did she love you more when you got out? You know what I'm saying? Because it's different. I see women who go and visit they loved ones locked up on schedule. You heard? And then I see women out here who just be like, "Wow, why that person's locked up? I'll just do whatever, and then I'll be loyal to them when they come home." You know what I'm saying? It's a tad bit different. So that's why I say like pay. I don't necessarily need somebody to pay with monetary value. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in a situation and you see I'm in a situation, I shouldn't have to ask you. If you got love for me, you love me the way you say you do, I think you should just go ahead and just be like, you know what, I know you need this here. Because in my heart of hearts, I'm going to give it right back. You feel me? So that's like what I mean by love. Like a lot of people, like when the holidays come, they want every gift on the planet, right? But that ain't love. That's just like what you want. So I always look at people who go through the toughest times. Like the toughest times for you have to be when people are around. It is different, but my girl was loyal, but I was the only in for 20. I mean, look, bro, 24 months is 24 months. Don't just say you was just in there only for 24 months. That's 24 months of your life you can't get back. That's 24 months that the state or the federal government or whoever took time out of your life to have you work for them for pennies. You know what I'm saying? 24 months is a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that you had somebody to hold you down, that loved you enough to hold you down. Because there's plenty of people out here who'll be like, man, my man loved me, my girl loved me, and then you come to find out when you touch gravel that it's not what you thought. And most people train of thought is, well, look, what did I expect? I was gone. What do I expect? I expect you to hold me down. That's what I expect. That's love. That's the love I'm talking about. The the loyalty over everything. You know what I'm saying? Even out here, like if you lose your job, right? You lose your job. Hello from India. Hello. Follow me and I'll follow y'all back. If you lose your job, why do you have to become all of these different type of names and all this stuff? And it don't even come from your significant other. It comes from the outside people. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. I'll make sure I let my shorty know. I've seen a lot of what you're talking about, though. I was just watching. Yeah, hey, sometimes we're fortunate to have somebody in our lives that really hold us down. You know what I mean? And then I also like to say this, like, look, You're not a soft person if you start making your circle smaller so you know who to have around. Because I guarantee the majority of the time that a person's locked up or the people are going through breakups, people are in your girl's DM, they in your man's DM, they just doing whatever they can to make you look like a worse person. So when I say what is love entail, it entails I need that loyalty. I need you to honor me so I can honor you. Know what I'm saying? Like we gonna go through a rough patch. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go through it. But at the same time, we gotta be able to stand tall on how we handle business and how we handle our household. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people will just sit back and say, "Look, it is what it is," you know. But it's not. You know, we gotta definitely understand like it what we going through daily. You know what I'm saying? Like I love going to work daily because there was a time when I couldn't provide correctly for my family. Like I tell my shorty, I say, yo, one thing about it is like I appreciate the value of the dollar more than I ever have in my life. Because when you a hustler, you don't value the dollar. You know you can make money every single day, right? But when you're a 9 to 5er and you got a budget, it's a little different. So you end up loving the fact that you're doing it differently. Like I have people tell me all the time, like, man, you rather go to work than be back in the game? Yeah, because one thing about work, I know I ain't going to prison for no money laundering or no dope money or nothing like that. That's the love I have for myself and my family. You know what I'm saying? So I see the haters for real. I see the haters like it's nothing. But when you got a person like some people, they they tough because they've never been tested. You ain't a soldier because you out here killing people and fighting and all that. You're a soldier the moment your mentality tells you I gotta start loving things differently and looking at things differently. That's when the mentality of a soldier comes in because now not only are you in a place of change, but you're in a place of understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to New York to visit my father, right? If you're a hustler in the streets, that don't. Well, no, no, no. I'm not talking about that, fam, because I know in prison the hustle still is the hustle. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you bring from the streets, you bring inside. You just got to be more careful inside because everybody got to hustle in there one way or another. I understand that. But when you out here in the free world, like, I don't know what you do for a living now, right? But it's the hustle mentality is always in you. But the understanding that I don't want to leave the people that I love behind because of a mistake I'm making out here trying to make everybody happy. You dig what I'm saying? Like, we have to stand tall on who we are. Like, if I love somebody so much, I had to make sure that they don't ever feel what they felt 24 months that I was gone. You feel me? They got the right to have me full time. And I believe that when people see you go from a street hustler to a 9 to 5 hustler, their mentality of you and the love they say they got for you is definitely not the same. And entire is totally different, especially if you was the person handing people money when they needed it. If you was paying for things when they needed it, the mentality of the hustler has to change. If not, then you gonna go back to the system. I tell family members all the time, please don't come and ask me for nothing because the answer is gonna be no. Because when I was down and out, you wouldn't even give me a couch or a futon to lay on. So you look at your life. I look at who looked out for me and who didn't, and then I go on about my business. You know, a lot of people will laugh at a person who gets up every morning and says, man, I'm loving life. That's what it entails, loving life, right? I had somebody tell me, man, you go to work and you do this for a living. They laugh, right? I said, that's cool, laugh. Then I see them like 6 months later. I said, where you work at, man? I said, oh, man, I work at the zoo. I said, how much you make at that zoo? Well, I make about $12.50. I didn't return the laugh because I was proud that a person had a job and was no longer out here risking their life every day when they was trying to go and provide for their family. But in my head, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I was like, I remember when I started my job making $9.50, and I'm at where I'm at today because hard work and dedication pays off. It pays off. Rich people, I realized I used to have the mentality that rich people have everything. They really don't. I realized that rich people really have more strain and stress than middle class or broke people. Because at any moment, the IRS can come and take everything from them, audit them, seize all their stuff like that, right? Where a person living in poverty level don't really worry about that too much, even though we should, but they don't, right? Rich people always got to worry about the next person handout. Like, oh, I need 250K to start a business. Rich people sometimes be like, you still need it. I know that's what I tell people when they ask me for money. Hey man, all I need is $40 to get this engine part for my car. You still need $40 because you didn't go and donate blood. Go donate. Like try to get it on your own. Like so, the least amount of thing is don't ask nobody for help if you don't need to. Can I say something? But forgive me, I have to say. Go ahead. You free to say whatever you want, as long as it ain't racial. Go ahead. Say what you want to say. The love of money is the rule of you. Yeah, for sure. I enter your life by accident. Sorry. It's okay. Look, nobody ever enters anything by accident. You're more than welcome to be here. You're more than welcome to participate, dialogue. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's in here is in here for a reason, for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? We don't never just. When I started this podcast live, it was to get people's opinion of life. I don't pay for sex. Okay, but you pay for something, right? And it says love. It don't say sex. It says love. Like, do you pay? Do you understand what love is? Like the entitle of love. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when a person's first thing is, I don't pay for sex. Like that means that tells us like at one point in your life, somebody offered it, told you to, right? Somebody said, what is this topic? What are you talking about? We're talking about, do people know what the word and the feeling and meaning of love is? That's the topic. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you entitled to certain things because you're in a relationship or you love somebody? Are you entitled to somebody paying for you? Like, do I pay you to be happy? You know what I'm saying? Do I pay you for that? No, I'm not paying you for that. I'm not feeling about that. I ain't paying shit. Pay you with my cash. I don't need it. You can't love money though, fam. You can't love money. The Bible tells you can't love for the love of money. You know, you can't do it. All right. Real love cannot be bought. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Real love can't be bought. Somebody in here put, though, we all pay for something when it comes to love, right? But I feel like when a holiday comes, like, let's say, what is it? Valentine's Day. People go all out of their way to buy all this stuff for one day. Do you have to? Do you have to buy somebody something if you do it all year long, right? So why does one day make it any more special? You know what I'm saying? So you telling me for one day I love you more than I loved you the whole time we're together? This is what I be asking people. I do. My favorite color is Benjamin. Benjamin was a person, not a color. Just so you know, so you don't make that comment again. Honestly, I only work because I have to pay bills. At the end of the day, it's all about loving your neighbors and showing love to everybody. Exactly, Jay. Thank you. Thank you. See, I work to pay bills as well. But I also work so at the end I can enjoy my life. Like if I choose just to go on a cruise or if I choose just to go to a water park, I do that. If you love her, just do it. It's not a big deal. women like that. Facts. I took care of my husband for 2 years while he had cancer because I love him. Exactly. So it wasn't a monetary thing, right? I don't know how long you and your husband were together, but when you're with somebody and y'all go through the ups and the downs together, when you really hit a plateau in y'all's relationship, you know, look, I'm gonna take care of you no matter what. That's what I'm talking about. When love is love, you don't have to pay for nothing. You know what I'm saying? You really got a person on your side like, yo, look, we've been together 20 something years. We are still together, been married 15 years. God bless y'all for real. God bless y'all on the 15 years, and God bless you and him for him surviving cancer, being a cancer survivor. My sister a cancer survivor, so I support. I hope we find a cure for cancer soon. I pay my bills and mind my business. I can't say the other part about none of that. Shit, really, bro. If you don't sign my check or make me food, I ain't doing it for you. I feel that. I feel that. But at the same time, brother, like what I'm trying to get people to understand is like when you love yourself, are you selfish now? Let's ask that question. I recently got sick and he's taking care of me now. You know what? I pray for you that you get better. And I'm glad that you got a stand up man next to you that understands what he has. I pray for you though. See, one thing about it is like, I remember when I had surgery, right? And nobody was there but my girl was there, right? She was there. She went through the whole thing with me. And it had me thinking, who loves me enough to come be with me through all of the ups and downs that I go through? Like my first surgery, none of my family members showed up, right? It was just me and my girl, right? And it made me think like it's not like people didn't know I was having surgery. And I realized like at this moment, I have one love in my life that will take care of me. So anytime that she would get sick, I'm like, I'm returning the favor because that's the type of love it is. I ain't selfish, man. My money, your money is what? Your money is what? Because when you die, you can't take the money with you. That's what I said. For the love of money is the root of all evil, right? So you can't love money. You can't love materialistic stuff, bro. It just doesn't work that way. Most people today are using, I'm sorry, most people today are users. They are interested in the lifestyle or what they get from facts. Facts. But what happens when all that stuff is gone? Do you still love me even when we broke? Do you still love me when like we eating ramen noodles for a couple of days? You know, because the up and the down is two different things, right? The up and the down is two different things. So what I'm trying to get people to know is like, love who loves you. Selfish is something good because I'm thinking about me first and my own needs first, then other people because at the end of the day, all I have is okay. Well, let me clear something up with you. You're right to a point because it tells you to charity begins at home, right? And then you spread it abroad. So I agree with what you're saying. But you also have to understand this. If you're so selfish to the point where you're not looking out for anybody but you, it's lonely at the bottom. It's lonely at the bottom because even bottom feeders got to feed off of somebody. You feel what I'm saying? It's lonely at the bottom. So always be like, it's cool to take care of self because that's really all you have in the end, like you said, right? But if you got a strong companion next to you, then that's all y'all have. Y'all work that through. You heard? Don't always think of it like that. I worked 2 jobs when my husband couldn't work because of his chemo. And you know what? One thing about it is that chemo is not cheap. That chemo is not cheap. That chemo is. I saw what my sister went through. That chemo's not cheap, y'all. That's why I salute all of y'all who have family members that have cancer. Y'all make sure y'all check on your fam. You know what I'm saying? Because it's different. Sometimes we so angry at people that we related to that we'll like the something they did to us won't allow us to pick the phone up and call and check on them. Man, nah. Sometimes humble yourself and humble yourself. You feel me? That's all it is. Like right now, I'm thankful every day. every day. Like I was diagnosed with diabetes, right? I didn't know I had it, and I found out on a whim of being dizzy. And I told God, I said, "Yo, I gotta get in shape." But it was a blessing and a curse at the same time, because like now I can't eat all the favorite foods I like. But it was a blessing because it sat me down and had me understand that my health was more important than me just running around trying to be whatever I thought I was going to be. Now I'm very uh, humble because I sit down. Let's check out the poll. Do people pay for love? And the answer is 57% of y'all said yes, that people pay for love. 43% of y'all said no. That's crazy. That's a high percentage. That's a high percentage. We're gonna end the poll. I want y'all to know, man, that 57% of y'all definitely said yes. 43% of y'all said no. If you become selfish, you get to a point where you can't receive. Only an empty cup can receive. Facts. Facts. I want y'all to know I appreciate y'all. Y'all follow me, I'll follow y'all back. We do this every single morning. We're on here. Tomorrow, I'll let y'all know when tomorrow get here what we gonna talk about. This is Carter Podcast. I'm Carter the Boss. Holla at y'all.